agad. Tanggap mo na agad. Yun yung decision ng judges. Lalaban ka pa ba? Ano yun? Makikipagtalo pa ako sa kanila.
Ay!
Hindi.
Pwede.
Accept mo na agad. Oo. So, syempre, accept mo na agad. Tapos, pero ang the first person that came to my mind after I was called first runner-up was Janine Tugonon. Kasi, she was also first runner-up.
Yeah.
You know, and then that feeling of like dalawa na lang kayo,
So
you're so
but
close.
so far.
For some reason, siya talaga yung naisip ko. And also we were texting while I was in Vegas because I was getting advice from her, ganyan. So siya talaga yung una kong naisip, and I was like, oh my gosh, so this is how she felt.
Oh, I
Alam mo
didn't
yun?
know that. I didn't know that. Hindi namin alam yan. And then,
So when
go ahead.
nung nandun ako sa may likod na, syempre, mayroong konting, sayang, konti na lang eh. Pero naisip ko din na, okay lang yan, siguro naman, meron ako mga project pagbalik ko sa Pilipinas. No? Sabi ko, siguro naman, pwede na akong gawing supporting actress or host or something sa ABS. Siguro naman may bibigay kayo sa akin, di ba? So, sabi kong ganun. Sabi ko, hindi, may ano to. Meron tong, meron tong opportunities na ma-open sa akin. So, yeah.
Positive. And then you, of course, you heard the words, I apologize. Parang parang ikaw yung last na person on stage na natauhan. Na parang, ha? Nangyayari ba to? Diba? So,
oo naman. Kasi parang syempre, as I said earlier, I obsessed about Miss Universe. And I would watch the competitions, like even the past competitions, over and over again. And they've never made a mistake. So, it just never came to my mind na parang, hindi, sana mali. Never, no. Syempre, hindi mo may isip yun. So, alam mo, hindi ko na rin talaga alam kung ano yung nangyayari. Basta gulat na gulat lang ako, as in super, as in parang, ano nangyayari? Talagang may kita mo naman sa face ko, parang naghahanap ako ng somebody na, and somebody explain what's going on. Alam mo yun?
Sigaw na lahat ng bakla sa Pilipinas. Parang sila yung nanalo, lahat ng balik sa Pilipinas. And then the next morning, you posted, nasa kama mo, yung sash tsaka yung crown. Diba? That was your first post day, diba? Do they give you, kasi diba sila Tita Margie tsaka sila Tita Glo, meron silang replica ng crown. Do they give you a replica or?
Wala. Actually, for the DIC, for the previous years, like I think kahit yung Mikimoto before, nagbibigay sila ng replica or like at least a small tiara for you to take home after your reign. Pero yung DIC wala. So, wala. Pero may sash. You get to keep the sash. Like it's in silver, black, and red. And then also, pero yung muwad, yung crown maker nila ngayon, gumawa sila ng mga tiara for the past winners. So, hindi ko pa nakukuha kasi ito nangyari. Nakuha na lahat, di ba? Ako na lang yung hindi nakakuha. Kasi, pinadala sa UK. Hindi kami bumalik sa UK dahil sa COVID, di ba? Ganyan. So, dumating doon, pinapalitan ko yung address, sabi ko, sa kapatid ko na lang, i-receive niya, and then she'll keep it first until I arrive. Tapos, hindi yata napalitan yung address. So, walang naka-receive, basically. Nobody received kasi wala din ako doon. Kailangan kasi nandun ako kasi nasa pangalan ko. Bumalik sa US.
So, wait, anong siya? Ano siya? Yung blue? Yung Mikimoto?
Hindi yung blue. Pinost din nila, nila Catriona, nila Demi, Iris.
Nakita ko yung kay Catriona, yung tiniktak niya.
Yun.
Yung maliit.
It's that one. Yes, oo. So, bumalik sa US. So, yung sa akin kung saan-saan na umikot sa mundo. Tapos,
I'm so excited. Pag nakuha mo na, syempre mag-post mo yung dapat, di ba?
Oo, excited na rin ako. Tsaka hindi kasi ako nagkaroon ng ng parang keepsake. So, parang, at alam ng Miss Universe yan, excited ako para dyan. So,
ikaw ba? Hindi nila bibigyan. Ano nila sa'yo? Of course, 1 year in New York, diba? What was it like living in New York for a year with a crown on your head?
Oh, first time in New York. So talagang I was really, pa- ah, hindi, basta ang saya. Parang movie moment, ganon.
Mm.
Um, Tapos nakatira ka sa isang apartment, tapos you're taken
Hindi
care
na Trump
of.
Tower yan, no? Hindi na yan sa Trump Tower.
Hindi na, hindi na. And it wasn't with the Trump Tower anyway, even before I arrived. They moved
Yeah.
a long time ago already, yeah. So, busy. Kasi, ay, tsaka doon ako nag-Christmas. Mag-isa ako nag-Christmas doon, tsaka nag-New Year, bago
Pero
kami
sa
nag-start
Fifth
ng
Avenue pa rin
midway.
yan. Sa Fifth Avenue pa rin.
Yes.
Okay.
So, sobrang saya kasi, you know, like, first time there, I never imagined that I would live there. Dati nakatira ako sa New York, Cubao. Okay? Ito, totoong New York na sobrang saya. Tapos, of course, in just the whole experience of being Miss U, it was my dream. And then just to live it every day, I was really happy. And naging sobrang close din ako sa organization, kila Esther, kila Sean, kila Paula, like everyone. So and I'm still, you know, I talk to them up to this day. So parang I gained the family. Saya talaga. Like
Favorite ka nila, no? Parang.
Hindi
Like, even
naman
the girls,
siguro.
like even the next winners, di ba? Parang lahat sila parang, wow, that's Pia, ganyan. So, parang ikaw talaga yung parang memorable na Miss Universe. Of course, nagka-jowa ka rin during your reign.
Oo nga, hindi ko din naman in-expect na
In-expect mo ba yun?
mangyayari yun.
In-expect mo ba yun?
Hindi,
Paano mo
that
siya
wasn't part of
na-meet?
the plan.
Paano mo siya na-meet?
Pero di ba kasi sa New York Fashion Week, yon may isang event na parang something to do with the hearts, like American Hearts Association. I may be getting the name wrong, but it was a fashion event and it happened there. And yeah, that's where I met him.
Did you fall in love? Did you fall in love?
G3 naman! Tapos na yun eh.
Okay. Anyway, nagka-jowa ka during your... So parang you were on top of the universe, literally, because you had everything.
Yeah. Pero nabash din ako noon for being in a relationship during my reign. Like, it wasn't very well accepted. Of course.
Bakit?
Yeah. No, because like people thought that, you know, if you are a Miss Universe, like you should parang dapat wala kang love life. I think it's because of this. Kasi it's been a while. It's been like decades since we won Miss Universe again, right? So parang our idea of like a beauty queen is somebody who's like just 100% dedicated to that completely. And parang somehow, I don't know, I wasn't the first Miss Universe to be in a relationship. But then it just wasn't very, I wouldn't say complete lahat ng tao, pero some people weren't very happy with that. But oh well. Ganun
Nangyari talaga.
Oh, ganun talaga. And yeah.
That's true.
I don't know what to add to that. Biglang ba't ko pa ba minention pa to? Pero I just remember like it's different. Kasi yung mga iba naman meron eh. They had boyfriends. They were in a relationship when they won.
Yeah.
Pero parang hindi, it just some people didn't like that idea so much with sa Philippines.
Ikaw talaga yung example nila. When you came back to the Philippines after your reign, did you set on a career in show business, or was it something that, you know, kung ano yung dumating? Because I watched your show, Pia, postcards from Pia. Tama ba? Pia's postcards, tama ba? Sabi ko, pwede siyang presenter, pwede siyang ganyan. And then you have a talk show with Bianca and Carla, kwentuhan. Sabi ko, pwede ka maging talk show. So, ikaw, kung papipiliin ka, would you rather be like a host or would you rather be an actress?
Right now, I would rather be a host. I've done the actress route before, and it's not easy. Like also like parang respect for actors and actresses out there, especially sa TV, especially ngayon sa pandemic, mga talagang dedication yan. Naka-lock in ka sa location mo, and then Ang mga TV series pa naman sa Pilipinas, they can go on for a long time. So imagine like it takes a lot of like dedication talaga. So but personally, I enjoy hosting more. Tapos natuto na, unti-unti na rin akong I would say, nag-improve. No,
Oo
nag-improve.
naman.
Kasi dati, awkward talaga ako dati, G3. Naku, pinag-host pa nila ako ng Bini-Bini nun. Alam mo, I can't watch it, ha. Pag pinapanood ko siya, parang nagka-cringy ako sa sarili ko na, pangit ko mag-host ganyan. Pero unti-unti na rin ako natuto kasi sobrang in-expose din ako ng ABS. I did Pia's Postcards for 2 seasons. I did World of Dance. Natuto din ako talaga sa World of Dance, like also how to interact with people
The
and
host,
up
yeah.
close. How to comfort people who just lost and are crying, how to motivate people just before their dance, their performances. So, marami din akong natutunan. And even with the podcast that we're doing, kami ni Carla
Kwentuhan.
and Meron, oo, nag-improve din ako sobra dyan. So, parang mas naging, mas nag-improve ako sa hosting. I wouldn't say I'm good at it. I'm getting better.
Of course, everyone is migrating to digital, di ba? Everyone is parang going and, they want their own digital content. Kung ikaw papipiliin, ano yung gusto mong maging content mo, ano yung gusto mong maging show mo, if ever man may mag-produce or if ever man you're going to move into TV presenting and really going full force on hosting. Do you have an idea in your head what you want?
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing a travel show again. I really enjoy that because I get to play myself, I'm not playing a character or a role. And it comes very natural to me na curious naman kasi talaga akong person. So, and I'm always game, so I don't mind going to different places. I don't mind na naiinitan, na kung saan-saan maglakad, kung
Gusto
saan-saan
ko pala ito
sumakay.
kumakain.
Oo, kung saan-saan
Masarap ka kumain.
kumakain.
Gusto ko pinapanood ka kumain. Masarap ka.
Alam mo
Would you want to
yan.
do it with Jeremy, if ever? Or gusto mo
I don't mind.
Diba?
I don't mind. And we talked about it before. Ito, first time ko, hindi i-share. We talked about it before to do something like a travel show, pero sa Philippines lang. Kasi, syempre, gusto ko ma-highlight din yung Philippines eh. Hindi lang yung mga ibang bansa. Gusto ko yung focus na sa Philippines. So we talked about something like that. Hopefully, we'll be able to do something. Pagka pwede na mag-travel. Kasi ngayon, bawal pa yung foreigners sa Philippines.
And the Fed daw pwede na.
Totoo?
Sabi,
Hindi nga.
paunti-unti. Oo nga! Oo nga.
Totoo?
Kasi parang cute yun, di ba? Kasi parang pwede kayong gumawa ng content na kayong dalawa yung nagtatravel. Napapromote
Oo,
nyo.
pero ang idea
He's
namin,
been here, di ba? He's been here before for bed.
yeah. And he loves the Philippines. So yung idea nga namin na highlight natin yung Philippines, mag-travel tayo all around the Philippines. Hindi pa siya nakakapunta sa Siargao, sa Boracay. Sabi ko, gawin kaya nating vlog or travel show. Pinag-iisipan namin ganun. So, we'll see. I mean, of course, we have to take in consideration the pandemic, the safety, all of that. Pero pagka pwede na, we're seriously gonna consider it.
You're gonna help the economy. You're gonna want people to travel again. I feel like when this is over, people will just be, parang wanting to travel. And I think you should be like at the forefront of, boosting tourism. Because syempre, who better, di ba? First, tapos beautiful destinations. Diba? Of course, we talked in length about your love story with Jeremy. It is in the current issue of Mega Entertainment. Ang dami mong, oh my God, I'm so happy that you were so open about your love story and people can download it for free. But like this is a different venue and a lot of people, see him as somebody that's sobrang perfect na feed, alam mo yun, parang this foreign guy and everything. Who is Jeremy like when it's just the two of you?
He's actually very funny. Hindi niya masyadong makikita online kasi he's the travel business guy. But then when it's just the two of us, we just laugh a lot. Tapos we're always joking with each other. Palagi namin inaasar ang isa't isa. Wala naman napipikon. Pero he's very chill. And you know what I love about him is you can put him anywhere. He gets along with anybody. Like I haven't seen him parang not get along with a single person. And he says hi to everyone. Hindi siya namimili ng kakausapin niya. Kahit sino, kakausapin niya. Uupo siya, kakausapin niya, kukumustahin niya. And he has a way of talking to you and making you feel like it's about you now. He won't talk about himself. Like, it's about you now. Like, how are you? What are you doing? Tell me about yourself. Like, parang, it's a skill. I don't know how he does it. So,
Very charming.
and
Yes.
learning, yeah, I'm learning from him. So, that's why I really think that us traveling around the Philippines will be like he'll have no problem with it, even with the language barrier. Kasi kaya niya, kaya niya makisama talaga.
Tsaka babalansehin mo naman. That's gonna, I mean, like a very sexy couple traveling around the Philippines is just a joy to watch, diba? In the article, I mentioned that you met in London, your first kiss was in Hong Kong, and then your first I love you was in New York. It's such an international, glamorous love story, diba? But of course, it's very, very human in such a way na you do what you can to see each other, to make your relationship work in a pandemic setup. Like everybody else who is in long distance, you make the great case of long distance relationships. How do you make it work?
Communication is so important. Like, kailangan palagi kayo nag-uusap. Huwag kayong magbulahan sa isa't isa. Maging honest kayo. Totoo kasi kung kayo na, ba't kayo magbobolahan? Maging honest na tayo na, I don't know kung kailan tayo next magkikita. Alam mo yung ganon. Yung, and honesty, trust, communication, those are so important. And I think that's how long distance relationships work also is kailangan may trust talaga and dapat constantly din kayo nag-uusap and you have plans for the future. So you also have something to look forward to. Actually, because I'm coming back to the Philippines at the end of February.
Oh my
and
God!
then
Nalulungkot ka na?
So 2 weeks na lang.
Oo nga, girl.
Oh. So and then sinabi ko din sa kanya, I'm gonna be away for longer this time kasi may 2-week quarantine. So after I do a 2-week quarantine, I'll do a few weeks of working. So it's not gonna be just like before, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I'm back in the UK. Hindi ganon, like it's gonna be longer, more than a month this time. So from time to time, like he'll talk to me and say like, I don't want you to go. But then I have to go. I have to work, you know. So
Why do you have to go? Char.
kailangan ko mag-work. So parang ano, pero yun nga napag-usap. So alam mo yun, parang hindi rin palaging masaya. Meron ding mga moments na parang we have to be apart and that's part of it, you know. He has his work and his business to focus on and I have that too. Pero kung tama ka doon sa sinabi mo, GT, na pwede na ang foreigners by the end of February, maybe, hopefully, I'll see him in Manila sooner.
For all of us, but I don't think hindi pwede from London. I think other countries that are safer.
Ay, oo. Hindi rin naman siya babalik muna doon kasi takot din eh.
Gusto siya magsistay, nandyan lang siya sa week.
Oo, kasi mayroon naman siyang work dito and he's doing like business here. So, yeah, he's not rushing to go back to the UK.
Guys, like more than 1 year na, diba? Parang kasi when I asked you, it was right before the pandemic when you got together, diba? Parang for the most part of your relationship, it was during the pandemic. So talagang patibayan talaga ng ano yan.
Oo, no.
Diba?
Grabe. Oo. 5 months kami hindi nagkita nung nagsimula yung pandemic. And ang hirap kasi syempre nung una akala ko, after 2 weeks malilift na yung ban. Tapos after another 2 weeks, ito na yun. Tapos hindi pa pala, ito na yun. Hanggang sa naging 5 months na siya. Tapos, pero okay naman din yung communication namin. Everyday kami nag-uusap. Alam mo yun, para we have something to look forward to. Pinag-uusapan namin kung ano yung mga pupuntahan, gagawin namin pag nakita na kami, ganyan. Kumustahan din sa work. So, I guess it's a challenge, but the time you spend apart you could also be using that time to work on yourselves.
Yes.
Para mas okay kayo pag magkasama na kayo ulit.
So that when you meet each other again, you've grown, you're different people. So after 5 months, you saw each other again. And you told me this before. You saw each other in the airport. Tapos nailang ka.
Ako yung nailang.
Oo,
Oo.
kwento mo.
Hindi siya nailang eh. Hug siya agad. Ako yung parang, nahiya ako. Back to zero. Nahiya ako.
So kailan ka naging komportable
Kasi,
nung nasa car?
no, I mean, of course, like, after a few minutes, I started, like, being comfortable and being myself again. Pero, syempre, may kaba. Kasi, tagal mong hindi nag-travel, tapos may scare pa ng COVID, tapos nasa airport pa kayo. Tapos sabi ko pa sa kanya, don't take off your mask, don't take off your mask. Ganyan. And we were such a new couple, and then to be separated for 5 months, of course, when you see each other again, it's kind of back to square one, right?
Right.
So, yeah. Pero I warmed up to him, and I was able to become, myself again after.
Kumain ka na ulit ng madami.
Kumain ako ulit ng madami. Yeah.
What is it like for a new couple to be separated for 5 months and then you're seeing each other again? Siyempre, parang ang saya-saya. Did you feel like some sort of guilt na parang, uy, ba't tayo masaya? Parang yung nangyayari sa mundo, dapat hindi tayo masaya. Or do you become more appreciative of the love that you found at the time of COVID?
I didn't have any sort of feeling na parang nagigilty ako kasi masaya kami. It was more of like, I felt very grateful na parang that we have, you parang the little things that you took for granted before, somehow you just see them now. Like parang, grabe, like some couples don't even get to see each other, but we're right in front of each other now. And then I found that to be like a blessing, or just to parang be together. Alam mo yun, yung mga maliliit na bagay na dati wala lang, tinetake for granted mo lang. Kasi, kunyari nun, magkasama kayo palagi. Mga nasa phone naman kayo, hindi kayo nag-uusap.
You're not present.
You're not present, diba? So after a while, may isip mo na, ay sana pala, mas naging present ako, sana ganyan. So those are the things that I realized, like, you know what, I'm just gonna enjoy the moment. Because, and with everything, not just with relationships, like even with friendships, even with just being able to buy a cup of coffee outside, to even just to be able to go to work, physically be at work in a studio, like those things, dati, parang akala ko it would never end, but then now I get excited over, simple things. Back to basics, kumbaga.
That's true. Of course, the announcement of the relationship came in a very public way. It was a magazine cover. It was shot in New York, diba? What does the decision to make this relationship very open to the public? Did you guys talk about it, or what were the pros and the cons in making? Because you were very private about your past relationships. Like nobody has an idea, naman. Of course, we know who you dated, but you weren't as open before with your past relationships as this one. So the decision to make it, very open to the public. How did you guys talk about it?
Paano nga ba nangyari? I think because Jeremy is a travel editor at large for Asia Tatler, so he had a foot in there already, so that was easy.